Hi, Reggae Vibes family. We're here again at the Drifters Bar in Negril, and I'm sitting down with someone I met a couple of days ago, Chicago Joe.
Hi.
Hi, how are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good.
Pretty good.
This could be the 2 or 3 beers you guys bought for me.
Ah. So, I got a chance to hear you play on Sunday, and I think you're pretty good. And I heard a little bit about your history, you know. Can you tell us more about yourself?
I'm from Chicago. I spent my first 30 years there and moved to Atlanta. I picked up guitar when I was a kid on the South Side. I might have been 14, 15 when I first started. And I've just, guitar and music has been, a steady stream through my life, among other things. But,
How did you end up here in Jamaica?
oh, I've married 2 Jamaican ladies.
I guess that's another story, but
Well,
short story.
3 long
It's love that
stories,
brought you
really.
here.
But yeah, I married her back in the early '80s, and we got together even earlier than that. But we got married. So my first haunts in Jamaica were Kingston, Old Harbor, Spanish Town. When I found the grill, I said, "Oh, this is where I belong."
What was it about Negril that made you feel like this is
I'm an old water baby. I'm a swimmer, and I love this atmosphere. This is that's what really the stretch of road, and also the music scene here is something I jumped right into as soon as I could manage it.
So tell us about that.
Well, wherever I go, I always have a guitar with me. And maybe 2009 when I first came here, and I'd come here before, but I came back here with a guitar one time, and I played over at Miss Celine's, which is now they call it Geo. I can't remember what they call it. Joa. Anyway, yeah, and I played over there a little bit. Then I came back in 2014, 16, hung around with Luddy and them for a summer. A little bit up at Chirilla, and same place that I'm playing now.
Okay.
And, yeah, so I started kind of playing and enjoying myself and learning a lot of stuff. I thought I knew reggae before I got here, but they showed me that I didn't.
Wow. What was something that really jumped out at you? That you said, you thought you knew reggae. What was
Well, it's the amount of songs and songs I didn't know, and artists that I didn't know.
anybody that,
Oh, there's a few. Of course, Dennis Brown. I kind of knew Dennis Brown, but now I know a lot more of his songs. I know a lot more of Toots' songs than I used to. And of course, I've learned lots more Bob Marley songs. I've got a lot more to learn. Yeah.
So where do you play now? You mentioned Australia in.
Yes.
Where else?
I'm there on Saturdays. I've been playing with Pinky and his crew on Mondays at Roots Bamboo. When I was here for the tourist season, I also played a place called Vinny's. I played here almost every jam session. This is Drifters, yeah.
Is there anything that you would want to change, or any observations that you've made about music in Jamaica?
I don't dare.
You don't do.
I do not dare. That's where I'm gonna leave it, right there.
Okay.
Hey, these guys are great musicians. They've become my brothers. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, what has been like a high point for you? Anybody that you've played back with
Well, I've enjoyed playing with one of the Drifters here at Shall Have. Right away, him and I had some musical
connection?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You could see that on stage.
yeah, no, it was fun, and I've done it with him for a while. Yeah. So you got footage of that, huh?
Yes, we did.
I would like to see some of that.
Pretty good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking about. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Happy sound of a carousel. taste those I don't. French fries they sell under the boardwalk, down by the sea. Yeah, on that blanket with my baby, where I live.
Any low points? Any disappointment?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't think I've been out fired from any jobs yet, but just sometimes I don't perform to my own hopes and dreams. You know, and I don't know about how it looks from the outside, but that happens to me sometimes here. Yeah, that's about it.
Any advice for someone who is a young bass guitarist, or what's your specialization? Bass?
I'm a six string. I'm a guitar player.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any advice for a young guitarist?
If you love it and you cannot do without it, then go to it tooth and nail with all you got.
100%.
Yes, because if you love it, as you keep learning, and the more you learn, the faster you learn, the more open you are to musicians. And sometimes I notice that some young musicians don't respect older musicians, and it doesn't matter what style or what kind of older musician. If that guy's been doing it a while, he's got something he can teach you. And sometimes I feel that lacking in some of the young musicians, because they make him do something really well, and they think that's the whole, package.
That's it.
Yeah. And they're wrong sometimes. Not all the time. Some of them are very receptive to learning. I always was. I was starving for, mentors and people who I thought were good, that would take the time with me. I was starving for that. It happened here and there a little bit. Whenever I find young guys who are willing to learn, I give them everything I got, and everybody who knows me back home knows that.
Is there anybody you want to, big up? Anybody who has been instrumental in your life that you could say you learned something from?
Okay.
Specifically, or?
Yeah. Well, there have been a lot, but some of them have been kind of musicians I don't know, and some teachers. Of course, I had a teacher back in. I played guitar just with my friends and stuff, picking up things for about 10 years before I ever went for a lesson. And there was a guy who, I think he just retired teaching not too long ago, named Eric Rastis on the north side, who completely changed the direction of how I saw things, just because he educated me on things I had. Yeah. I went to him and I paid him. Mm-hmm. I paid him to teach me, and it made me realize how much I needed to know.
Okay.
That's.
So if people want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Oh, well, I don't have ChicagoJoeJones.com anymore. So, do I dare give my phone number?
Maybe you have any social media?
I'm on Craigslist. You'll find me on Craigslist as Joe Jones. There's an old group there, or a thing I started called Chicago Joe Jones, but it hasn't been used in a while. You can email me, chicagojoejones@gmail.com. Chicago Joe Jones. No capitals, no spaces. And please put the E after the J-O-E, not J-O.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. All right. Thanks so much for sitting down with us. And
what was your name?
My name is Sarita.
Sarita?
Sarita.
Sarita. Shout out to Debbie Wamsley Jones and Music of Jamaica. You rock, baby. You're the best. She's a friend of all the local musicians. Thank you, Debbie. And shout out to Reggae Vibes Music, of course.
Yeah, man, this is King Life, representing for Reggae Vibes Media, Reggae Vibes TV, Reggae Vibes radio station, likewise. Yeah, man, King Life, YouTube me, Tree Sonic Touch, movies, music video, whole heap of something, laughter, joy to life. Yeah, man, bless up on yourself. Right.
A little classic that was recorded by the late great Mr. Baby King. Drifter style for y'all. This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other. Until I kissed him. Oh my God, I'm in love. Everything I am. Whenever I hold you tight, this magic moment.
This is the first video in our Negril Musician series. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to view content like this and more.